Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Women with Vision and Purpose Becoming the Woman of Your Dreams podcast. We are here this evening with our special guest, Zeeda Michele, and we're going to just kick it, talk about life, talk about becoming the woman of your dreams, and then just go into a straight blown interview with the one and only Zeeda Michele. Welcome, Zeeda Michele.
Hi, thank you. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing good. How are you doing this evening?
I am excellent. Thanks for asking.
Awesome, awesome. Y'all, this is our first time doing the web series, episode 1 of many. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. We have some exciting news to share. We have some great questions to be asked and answered, and then we're gonna go right into it. So I want to start off with the icebreaker. Zita, tell me, what is your favorite movie and why?
Strange. Don't judge me for one of my favorite movie, but I am a sucker for a love story, and this is your unusual love story. So I would have to say Pretty Woman because I love Julia Roberts and Richard Gere.
Really? Okay,
Yes,
nice. Pretty Woman. I have seen Pretty Woman a
yes,
few times. Okay, okay, nice. So
that
Zita,
is
we're gonna
my
go ahead and get
movie.
into it, jump into the questions. Let
Okay.
us know who you are, who is Zita Michele, where is Zita Michele from, and where does she reside now?
Okay. Well, I was born in San Francisco, California, but I was raised in New Orleans, Louisiana, in the Fisher Housing Projects. That's where I was raised in New Orleans in the Fisher Housing Project. So, Cali made me, but the NO raised me. So, with that being said, yeah, I am a mom. I am a grandma. Um, a lot of people that meet me often refer to me as the one with the woman with many hats. And for a long time, I was wondering why do they say that? And now I kind of take a look at the trail that I left, and I'm like, okay, I see why. So I am a mom. I'm an author. I'm a speaker, former fitness trainer, mentor, ordained minister. Uh, uh, I worked in administration as a reception, so many things, so many things. But I would say if you had to ask me exactly who I was, I would tell you exactly what I feel like God spoke to me. He said, you are going to go out, going to speak to a nation of women, and you're going to break the chains of the enemy off of their lives. So I am the vessel. I'm the vessel.
Amen. Amen. Yes. Tell us the name of your business and why did you get started in your business?
Okay, well, the name of my business is Making Power Moves. And honestly, when I started Making Power Moves, it was supposed to, it derived from a book that I wrote called From Pain to Power. It wasn't supposed to be a business. I remember one day I was getting ready to post something on Instagram as it relates to my book, and it was a hashtag, and the hashtag was Making Power Moves. And I was like, oh, okay, hashtag Making Power Moves. I heard God say, don't put that up. Don't hashtag that. Hold that. I got something for you. And I was like, okay. So I hurry up and I removed the hashtag off of it. So when I removed the hashtag off of it, um, later later on, before maybe a little bit after the book came out, it was kind of like I felt the knowing, like, all right, you're about to use this now. So I heard go make some shirts that say making power moves, right? So I was like, all right, cool. So I got the shirts made. And at the time, my husband at the time said, don't do that. Don't get the shirts made. And I was like, why not? And then my mentor was like, that's too much. You're doing too much. Don't get the shirts made. And I just heard God saying, no, go get the shirts made. Do what I said. So I went got a stack of shirts made. All the shirts sold out the first time. Then I produced my first set of books. All the books sold out the first time. Then the enemy started saying, yeah, you sold those. Let's see about the next shipment. So I got another shipment. Those sold. People started looking for the shirts. those started selling.
Come on.
So then that's when I knew at that time making power moves was more than just a hashtag. Making power moves was a brand, it was a business. But I didn't know that making power moves was not only going to be a brand that came from books or from apparel, but it derived from that to events for women like the yacht experience or the galas for co-ed people. um it just exploded right in front of my eyes. So now there's different components of making power moves that don't just sit in the area of an author or don't sit in the area of a speaker. Now it's in the area of mentoring or life coaching, and just a bunch of different things that God has given me connected to making power moves. Did I answer all your questions or did I miss something?
Yes. No, that answered the question. And you know what? The
Okay.
name is perfect because it's not making a power move, it's making power moves with the S on the
Right.
end. So you are
Right.
able to move and flow as God has called you to do so. So that is amazing. So I am
You
super excited. This March, on March 25th, will be hosted by the one and only Zeeda Michele, Mimosas and Brunch. I am
Yeah.
super excited about this. This is our actually first time actually connecting and networking on a level like this. Just a backstory, y'all. I have been knowing Zeeda Michele for over a decade now and some, and it's
Yeah.
just amazing how God has brought us back together as a time as this. So I'm super excited to be reconnected and to continue
So
to
am
grow.
I. So am I. So am I. I'm looking for some stuff right now. My camera looks cloudy. Don't worry about it. Keep talking.
Yeah, yeah, look, yes,
Keep talking.
and our
It's
live
looking cloudy.
bloopers and all. You know what? So guess what? We're just going to continue to flow and just let this go. We're
Please.
going to have fun with it because this is something that with the vision and purpose we'll definitely be doing long term. We will definitely have women on here with many of hats to share their knowledge, to share their wisdom, to share some of their lessons as well. So Zita, have you attended a Women with Vision and Purpose event before?
I never attended a Women with Vision and Purpose event before. And I found out about it on a funny style. I was on the phone with a friend one night and she was like, hey, have you seen Shakita? And I was like, no, where was I supposed to see her? And they were like, well, um, I don't know. I went to her page and I just saw a lot of women that were following her, and a lot of women were, saying, thank you, woman of God, for this and for that. And I was like, you know what? No, I haven't seen. So when I got off the phone with her that night, I started snooping. Yeah, I'm like that neighbor that be looking out the window to try to see what's going on. So I started snooping and I was like, oh, wait, something going on here. So that was the moment you got that phone, that inbox from me, like, hey, what are you doing? What's going on? But I've never attended. But from the looks of it, I am excited. I'm already trying to find out what outfit I'm wearing and how I'm wearing my hair and all this other stuff. I'm super excited. I'm super excited to connect with so many like-minded women that are trying to move in the same direction. And I always say that we should make each other complete and we shouldn't compete with each other. You know what I mean? So I feel like if there is something that I know,
Absolutely.
there's some knowledge that I have that I can offer to the next woman, then I'm all for it. I'm open to say, look, this is what I know. You know, I'm open to share.
Yes, and I definitely appreciate it. Women with Vision and Purpose appreciates you. I'm just excited because I know you are going to create an atmosphere for us to be hold confident, feel beautiful, feel love, feel encouraged, and just allowing each woman know, hey, you need to go make your power move. So I'm just super excited about it. Cannot wait.
I'm excited too. I'm excited too because one thing I also believe in, I just believe in, in being myself and creating an atmosphere that women can just feel free to also be themselves, not putting on airs. Like you said, we got some bloopers going on already. look, I'm not ashamed to say, hey, I put my fingerprints on my on my camera before we came on. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm not afraid to crack jokes or, act crazy or, act goofy. It's just who I am. It's my personality. I always want to be that person in the room that brings the vibe, the person in the room that brings the fun, that makes women feel free.
Yes, ma'am. That's why you was definitely hired for the job. So we are
Thank
excited. So
you.
we're gonna move on to our next question. So during your entrepreneur journey, when did you realize you were becoming the woman of your dreams?
Oh, I could lie to you and tell you I knew exactly when. I knew I was fighting to become the woman of my
Mm.
dreams, and I feel like every day it is a fight to maintain that dream because I can recall I was coming from uh, work one day, right? So I'm driving, and there's a guy, and he's standing on a curb, and he's washing windows, and I see him washing windows, and I'm thinking to myself, oh Lord, please don't let him come wash my windows. And the reason why I didn't want him to come wash my windows was because I didn't have any cash to give to him. So I didn't want him to wash my windows. But he came running to the car, and I was like, no, 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 please don't wash my windows. Don't wash my windows. And he was like, why? I said, I don't have any cash to give you. So he said, okay, that's cool. That's cool. You don't have no cash to give me? Just give me a gem. Drop some gems on me. Drop some gems on me. And I said, okay, I can do that. So I told him, I said, all right, here's something for you. I said, your mind will take you places that your feet will never touch. And he said, what? I said, your mind will take you places that your feet will never touch. And he looked confused. And I said, I'm going to tell you what I mean by your mind will take you places your feet will never touch. I said, because our mind has the ability to bring us wherever we want to go because our word says, so a man thinking in his
Yes.
heart, so is he. So for a long time, I wasn't the woman of my dreams. For a long time, I was the one that was known as the black sheep. I was known as the ex-con. I was known as the fighter, the one that got dropped out of school, the one that was molested, the one that was in an abusive relationship, the one, that society counted out, teen mom, all those different things. So it was a fight for me every day to look in the mirror and say, you are more than what they say you are, and you are better than what you think you are. So literally, I had to transform my whole way of thinking in order to become the woman that you see today. Because the woman you see today wasn't always this woman. It took a lot of fighting and praying and constantly talking to myself and revamping and revising Zeeda Michele. Because at first, when you first knew me, you knew Zeeda the rapper. And then I was like, no, I'm more than Zeeda the rapper. So then
Yes.
Zeeda the author
I'm about
came.
to
And I was like,
come
oh
through,
no,
bust through.
no, I'm more than Zeeda the author, than Zeeda the speaker. No, I'm more than that. You know what I mean? So, um, I would say every day I wake up, I'm gradually adding on to my portfolio and becoming the woman of my dreams. So I'm still, I ain't sleeping. I'm still working, still dreaming, still expanding.
Absolutely. That was good. Thank you for that information. Thank you for sharing and being transparent. So you kind of already hit on this, but I just want to see maybe if you don't mind going a little deeper into the part where what was the actual pivotal moment? When did you realize when you was like, you know what, I am going to do this till the day I die? That's how I feel about WWVP. I
Right.
reached that pivotal moment to where, you know what, I'm going to stick with this no matter how long it takes for what God has shown me the vision to be.
I remember my former bishop, my former pastor, Bishop Lester Love, right? I was talking to him on the phone, and I was talking to him about a particular job that I was considering. So the job that I was considering paid really good. But then there was another job that didn't pay so well. And he told me, he said, Zeta, follow your passion. He said, that thing that you could do for free every morning you wake up, that thing that you can do for free, like you're getting paid $1 million. He said that's the thing you're going to pursue. That's the thing that you're going to pursue, and you're never going to stop pursuing it. That's how you know when you know what it is that you're supposed
Right.
to be doing. So I know for a shadow, there's not a shadow of a doubt that I have in my mind. I know that I can constantly run for women, just going around, just speaking life into them and just empowering them and just telling them how great they are or how beautiful they are. I often tell, like I told you when you and I talk, I told you, I said, let me tell you something. When I see you, I see excellence. A lot of people not going to tell you
Lord.
what they see when they see you. They'll hold on to that for some apparent reason. A lot of women aren't free with just encouraging or inspiring women. And I hear a lot of women's empowerment, and I'm like, okay, cool. Women's empowerment is more than what you see me doing on social media. It's more than what you see me doing in the public. It's like that
Absolutely.
moment when your sis call you at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, crying and saying, you know what, I'm stranded, or I'm stuck out, or I don't know what I'm doing, or I don't feel like I'm okay. That moment when you could pop up at 3 in the morning and start praying, or not just praying, go get in your car and go see what's going on with her. You know what I mean? So, and I think I forgot what the question was with all that. So bring me back to the literal
Yep. So
question.
the moment was, what was a pivotal moment, and you stated when you spoke with your
What bishop?
former
Right,
bishop, and where
right,
he had you
right.
like, hey, what is it? What, that burning desire.
Tell
So,
me what
and
that
that's what
moment
he
was.
had you express.
Tell you what it
Yeah,
was.
so that's good. And you'll keep going, being an advocate for women. You have a voice for women who are unable to speak for themselves at the moment. So that's why I know for a fact you and I have to continue this race,
Yeah,
because until the next woman can stand up on her own and have her own voice, we have to continue to be the voice.
definitely. And for me, like, there was a time when I first started doing this, when I would give these women's empowerment events, and there were a lot of times I literally walked away with just a smile. Because a lot of times we don't understand that when we plant seeds, if that seed is
Mm,
into our women's events or our women's ministries, sometimes we plant seeds and people don't understand that behind closed doors, we may have just planted those seeds and walk away with absolutely nothing in the natural. But in the spirit, we
right.
planted some seeds that are beginning to manifest. The harvest is beginning to happen. So there was a time when I hosted an entire gala and I gave away crystal awards and did 3-course dinners and fire eaters and stilt walkers and brass bands. And I walked away without one red cent. But I went home smiling because the smile that were on the people's face that we honored, the smile that was, that the conversations that people were having after that. I had somebody say, man, I felt like I was at the Grammys. That was enough for me. And I do understand that my seed is now manifesting itself in so many ways, so many ways. And a lot of time people get that confused because they think that seed has to be in the form of money. No, seed could be in the form of thank you for protecting my children. Seed could be in the form of thank you for my health and my strength. Thank you for me being clothed in my right
Mhm.
mind. So I knew at that moment when I literally can, do something that God told me to do. And if it doesn't turn out the way that I want it to turn out, I'm still going to walk away happy and I'm still going to walk away playing in the next event. So I knew at that moment really showed me that, you know what, this is what you were called to do. Don't let nothing stop you from doing it. Keep on doing it.
Absolutely. And then you know what? I have to pick it up from our conversation this morning. You said something, I was on way to work, and you said
Mhm.
something this morning that the Lord spoke to you from a movie. Was what he said, build it anyway, and they will come.
And they will
You
come.
remember that this morning?
I do. I do. I
So,
really do. I do. That's crazy, huh? And you know what?
y-
That was just so random, but it hit you. It hit you hard.
it did. It hit me because it was just like, Lord, okay, Women with Vision Purpose started in 2017. in here when God gave me the vision. It was birthed January 2018. Started in my mom's living room with 5 to 7 women. And now we have done over 15 to 20 events in the last 3 to 4 years, whether that was online,
Wow.
vendor event, magazines, photo shoot. And I could just see, I see God's hand all over it. And you know what? And I'm going to say it here on episode 1 because I wholeheartedly, truly believe Women with Vision and Purpose will be the #1 women not networking platform.
Say it
I
loud. Say
wholeheartedly
it
believe
loud.
that because say it loud and say it proud. Women with Vision and Purpose will be #1 networking women's platform.
I believe that. I believe
Yes.
that with you and for
Amen.
you. I believe it with you
Amen.
and for
Amen.
you.
So that's what Yes, so that's what we're working on. That's how we have this space and opportunity time to connect where other women can definitely share their stories.
Hmm.
I know that my calling for Women with Vision and Purpose is to connect, to bring women together by having these events, having even one on ones, not necessarily everything has to be an event, but when I have a one on one encounter, I
Hmm.
know I am still doing what thus says the Lord. So, next question I have for you: who or what has inspired you over the years to continue the entrepreneur journey during hard times?
Who inspired me? It's so many people. It's so many women. It's so many women. I can honestly say too that it's a lot of women from my city. It's a lot of women from my city like that I see that are just moving and
Look, give
pushing.
give them their flowers.
Let me give them their flowers. Okay, there is Sage the realtor. I absolutely love Sage. Sage has developed a brand that just it doesn't stop at real estate. She has a candle line along with some robes. She's also one of the people that I've seen in the well, one of three that I've seen in New Orleans that literally started a like a reality series on behind the scenes of doing real estate stuff. So there's Sage the realtor. There's also Scatia, Scatia Proctor. She is tax company, loyalty tax company. She started well one tax company and she now has, I believe, maybe 13. 13. And that's
Wow.
actually who I was certified under as well. There's also my sis, Keyshawn Harris, who has the Healing Circle in New Orleans. Not only does she has the Healing Circle, she has the KB dolls. She also has a apparel brand as well. Um, who else? Oh my God, there's so many of them. Danielle Matthews of I Pray Pretty. I Pray Pretty. She has intercessory CDs out. She also has an apparel line. She also has praying oils, prayer shawls. She just started her consulting business, Danielle Matthews CO and Company. I think it's something like that. Um, who else? It's a bunch of them. Uh, it's a lot of them. It's so many of them. But every time I
That's
look up, it's
amazing.
like, oh, cannot forget Business Minded, who is Goldie Glasper. I think that's her name on Instagram. She's the money girl. She's the money girl. I'm talking about marketing, promotion. She just dropped blurred vision glasses. Um, then she's a mom. I think she has like 5 kids and twins, and she's newly single now after so many years being married. She's a might as well say a single mom now. You know what I mean? She's not married anymore, and she's
Mhm.
holding it down. And I look at her videos every day. If she's not showing you how to prepare a meal in under 1 hour while taking care of the children, while going out with several different clients, helping them to market and brand their businesses, It's so many women from New Orleans that literally inspire me, as well as women here like yourself. Um, my girl Ty, with Blessed Beats, Pastor Chantel with her Jump Juice, and her sister Klashika Stokes, Klashika Pettyway, with the two ministries that her and her husband have, as well as Elite. What is it? Elite Education, where she does training and certifications for women. It's so many. I'm inspired by so many women. You know, if I had to go literally like big and say if it was a person that I would see and that really, really inspires me, it would be two of them. It would be Sarah Jakes Roberts and Priscilla Shire. Those are my people.
You know what? As I'm listening to you give the individuals their flowers, I hear community. You have attached yourself to a healthy community, one that holds you accountable, two that you know is relationships, divine relationships from God, and then three, you know, you can count on them. So thank you for sharing those individuals. That I want to thank them for allowing the, you know, helping you keep you afloat, so when you can still be here this day to keep moving, to continue making power moves, and then continue your journey.
Oh wait, let me give me some more flowers. There's Cole Rose. There's Tora
Yes.
Morris. There's Cole Rose. There's Tora
Give
Morris.
it to
Uh,
them.
Let me give them their flowers because even going through some personal stuff, I call them my Heal Out Loud core group, because there is nothing that I cannot say to that group of ladies that they won't be right there front and center to support me and push me, and just to speak life into me. And I definitely believe in community. And it's crazy because you wouldn't believe this, because there was once upon a time I was like, I don't want no I don't want no lady friends. I don't want to, I don't I was, I was burned. And then God was like, no, that's not it. Just because that happened to you,
Mm-hmm.
now you're going to create an atmosphere, you're going to create an environment, you're going to create a structure where women can come in and feel safe. You're going to create a safe space for women to come in and heal. So I went from that person. I used to always say I'm the most outwardly introvert you will ever see, because I love being in community, but I also love being by myself. But I thrive in community.
Mm-hmm. I could definitely bounce back off and say I am that type of person as well. So now, with that being said, Zeta, you have a phenomenal event coming up. This actually upcoming weekend and next month in March. So
Right.
please let individuals know what's happening in Zeta Michelle's life this Saturday, and then give us information on your March event as well.
Okay. So this Saturday, I have been invited by Pastor Kyla. I don't want to say her last name wrong, but Pastor Kyla of Space City Church. I've been invited to speak at her Kingdom Queens Women's Ministry event this Saturday at 7 p.m. It is free. It is open to the public. It's myself with a host of other powerful women, and I'm just excited about what God is going to speak at this event on Saturday. The doors are open no matter where you are. If you are free Saturday, I promise you, you do not want to miss this. Pastor Kyla is one of the women that I absolutely adore. I love her so much. Her husband, Pastor Van Juan Walligan, I think I said it right, of Space City Church. They're doing a ton of great things in the community. God is really using them. He has his own TV show now on I want to say it's like Fox Network or something like that. But nevertheless, she has opened the doors of Space City Church to create an environment where women could just come in and fellowship and get the word and be empowered. If you are free Saturday at 7 p.m., look them up, Space City Church. The flyer is on my page, so you can go there and get the address off of there and meet us there. You're gonna be there too, right, Shaki?
I'm gonna be there, yes, ma'am, front and
And
center.
so, and for the same day that you're having your event, But later in that evening, we are having pajamas, journals, and Jesus. So I need all my sisters to put on their PJs, come out and join us for pajamas, journals, and Jesus. We are restoring joy on that night. We're gonna have sessions like when a pillow speaks, because you know your tears do talk at night. Sometimes they hit them pillows, and people don't understand what it is that you go through or what you have to fight through, or what
Yes,
what
ma'am.
goes on in your mind when you lay your head on that pillow. So we're gonna have sessions like when a pillow speaks. We have Pastor Chantel, the city of Hope, will be there. We'll have Sheikah Pettyway, who's also a pastor of Victory Church. We're gonna have Prophetess Tora Morris of uh, what is the name? Prophet Sean Morris International Ministries. We're also going to have yours truly as well. And I'm just excited. I'm excited about what God is going to do. For pajamas, journals, and Jesus, we're gonna do it all. If you register, um, which is the regular registration is $49. If you register VIP, that's BYOB. BYOB is general admission. Bring your own blanket, your own sleeping bag, and in everything that goes along with it. Now, as far as the VIP admission, you'll be placed inside a little cute TP. You have your own little luxury TP that you'll camp out in, as well as you'll receive a bag that will have your pajamas, journals, and Jesus journal inside, along with some other stuff that I can't give away. And God says, Zeeda, put a spacewalk in that building. Put a spacewalk in that building. You know, little bounce houses that the children jump in. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be bouncing all over that place in that spacewalk. Food, fellowship, and fun. BYOB is the easiest way to register. Bring your own blanket or bag, your own blanket or sleeping bag, or you can register VIP. So I'm super excited. We're gonna have food, fellowship, fun. My sister, Pastor Chantel, and my sister, Prophetess Tora Morris, are highly anointed and called by God in the prophetic. So I know God is going to speak a word into the women's lives on that night, as well as myself and my sister Sheikah. We just gonna go in. We just gonna come together and believe God in unity. That some strongholds and some chains are going to be broken on that night. Pajamas, journals, and Jesus. And I'm going to explain to the women why the name pajamas, journals, and Jesus. Why did God tell me to call it that?
Grab y'all tickets, y'all. I cannot wait. The whole weekend of March 24th, 25th, and 26th is just gonna be
Lit.
unmatched. And we're looking forward to something that God has given you, and the fact that God is using us to birth something great.
Mm-hmm.
I am beyond excited about this event because I think about your event. I love the marketplace. I love the fact that women wants to start their own business. They want to have their own brand, and I love that God has allowed us to connect to where you will be able to bring in like marketplace and ministry. So I'm definitely excited about what's going to happen on March 25th. Make sure you all register. Zeeta, let people know how they can follow you on social media, website, and things of that nature.
Okay, so on social media, here on Facebook, as well as Twitter and Instagram, I'm Zeeda Michele. On Instagram, Zeeda, Zeeda, like it's spelled on the screen, Michele, Michele, with the underscore in the middle of it, Zeeda Michele, Zeeda underscore Michele on Instagram. I'm Zeeda Michele here on Facebook, Zeeda Michele on Twitter, or you can just go to makingpowermoves.com. That's the S on it in the moves. Makingpowermoves.com, and everything is centralized there. Like if you go to the bottom of the page, you can just either hit either one of those social media links. And I'm finally building up my YouTube channel, and I'm working on the third book. So I have a lot of stuff that's happening. I'm just excited about the next move of God.
Amen. And I'm excited as well, y'all. So this has been Becoming the Woman of Your Dreams, presented by Women with Vision Purpose, episode 1. And Zeeda Michele, thank you for being our first time guest.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for accepting the
having
call
me.
to be Yes, absolutely. Thank you for answering the call to just be a part of what Women with Vision and Purpose have going on. Individuals can definitely reach out and get connected with you. Y'all, we all about encouraging and sharing and leveraging our relationships for the greater good. So please follow us on social media at Women with Vision and Purpose. And thank you so much.